guys, welcome back to another Bloxburg episode of this mansion build. This mansion that has been taking ages because, I haven't been doing like a speed build of it. I've been doing it while I'm playing the game, so it's taking a long time. But yeah, I'm having a great time trying to build it. It's really difficult because I'm trying to put like quite a lot of detail into it, but also have it functional as well. And it's sort of like a half hotel, to be honest, rather than just a house, which is pretty weird. Here, me and my friend just went round checking everything just to make sure everything was functional. There wasn't any problems. We're having a bit of fun testing everything just to make sure everything's good, just to go round checking with the actual character, seeing where we're going to put stuff like windows, further stuff like that, and any other stuff that we need to add. Like this window, we decided on this window as the best window for this type of bring in loads of light and not too much, and a nice sitting area for the characters. The colours were a real problem in this house because everything was sort of very, very different. It was all very modern, but I didn't want it all to be the same colour, so it was pretty difficult to actually put together. Like, this whole room is then just covered in marble, which I didn't really like. There wasn't really much I could do else, but I left with that. I was sort of wanting these patterns just to sort of splash out everywhere. And each room I did like separately, and it took really, really long just because of how like long I was sort of looking at all the colours, all the patterns, just so I wasn't missing out anything. Let's see, I'm even changing the colours of the makeup, which is pretty ridiculous, to be honest, because they're fine either way. I just wanted to change everything just so I could see what everything had to offer. Here, so I want like a nice gold metals to show like as if it was really expensive. It didn't really work, but I left it out. Was the doors. The doors were really hard because they'd all had this wood finish once you buy them, and it was a really bad finish. I eventually changed that to a much smoother wood, but I forget that for now. I changed that white door just because I was looking at the door as I was doing that room, so I changed that. Bins, yeah, forgot the bins, so I went around the whole house trying to splash bins around. I went through all the decorations, and any decoration that I thought I would need, I then bought it and put it there. Whether I was going to use it, I probably was going to use it. But yeah, I bought all the decorations, anyone that was going to be needed in the house. Watering them plants again just to get my gardening level up so that I can get the lovely trees for the outside eventually. I go on to the second spare bedroom, or second and third. I sort of do these together because that main bedroom, the master bedroom, took so long to do. So I was a bit annoyed about that because I didn't want it to take that long with the other two. There, you just saw me fixing the doors because they weren't in the correct place. They were like merging into the wall, so I had to move them ever so slightly. So yeah, I'm just changing. I wanted to do like a desk or something because this was going to be like the nicer spare bedroom with like a TV and everything. So I eventually get that TV stand, which I put the TV on, change that around. I then don't put a TV in the second spare bedroom because I wanted that to sort of be like a not very nice one. I don't know whether it's good or not, but yeah, that's how I did it. Put a mirror there as all the other rooms, a mirror next to the wardrobe as I thought I should be. All these decorations I then go across and figure out where I wanted them to go. So I went around the whole house, all those decorations I bought, and figured out and put them specifically in more fine detail. That I eventually fixed the bath because it was in like a really weird place. It wasn't going against the wall for some reason, which was a bit weird. Here we're going around the house again, as I said before, just checking everything, checking all the gaps, doors, colours, anything like that, and anything I moved, just to make sure everything works out fine. So I forgot the chair there, and the colour's a bit messed up. with 2 eyes, obviously, it's a bit better. Like, the door there is messed up, so that should have been changed. The mirror, I think I missed a mirror there, yeah. So I need to, obviously, then figure that all out again. Here oh yeah, so I locked the things, because quite a lot of people come in, which is sort of quite annoying in between each building session. Here I'm going around the windows. So that window with the seat really worked in the bedroom and the bathroom. It was really a good area for that to open the room up quite a bit, because it was quite a small room. I'm refining items, it looks like here. Just putting them a bit more finer detail. Oh, there. Well, that was somebody helping me, so I think that's what I was doing there. So now there's 2 of us sort of looking at where we can do stuff. So there I put the TV. Oh, the door was in the way, so I had to move that before I could actually put the TV. There, the door's just a bit off again. Here, the colours. So someone was helping me with the colour, because I'm not super good with colours, so they splashed out colour to there, so then we chose blue for that second spare bedroom. And then we were sort of looking at the bathroom and what colour it could be. It was quite strong colours we were choosing, but I wanted it to be a much lighter colour, so there you got pink. It wasn't very good at all. Here I'm just choosing where all the floors could go. I end up just scrapping that and putting it all one colour. So yeah, pink was sort of like an okay, well, not amazing, but better than the other ones. I was just sort of planning out what I eventually wanted to do, so that's what I ended up doing, because I wanted 2 fireplaces in this room. But this was sort of a problem, because I wanted the wall to be flush with the fireplace, but the fireplace wasn't big enough, so I ended up just doing that and having it like a big cutout, which was a bit weird. Little work there. More finding the detail. I don't remember ever doing the door that much. Obviously there was a bit of problem with the, yeah, you see everything sort of moved, and then the gap between the door and like the wall was just a bit, it was like glitching it through the wall, which I didn't really like. I wanted there to be a tiny little gap. This is the dining room, so I wanted this to be a really old, dark red, dark wood with like a fireplace, and end up putting the fireplace there, which was a brilliant spot for it, and I end up actually putting another fireplace in the living room. Perfect spot for it. I don't know what I'm doing here. The roof. This was a big, like, there was just so many problems with the roof. It took so long. Because and then I was seeing this guy's roof, and how he did it. But mine was just so complicated because how big it was and how expensive. So the whole thing, like, rounded to like 8,000. So like, it was so much work just for one thing, then all my money was gone. Going round again, sort of checking everything, make sure there was no problems, showing everything, make sure everything worked and stuff like that. Still haven't got any lights in the house. That's a thing that I did later. Still checking. Here showing all the new things, decorations I bought. Then I'm going back to the dining room, it looks like. No? Okay, now the living area, so I go back to electronics. Oh yeah, because I wanted probably like a TV. I was sort of looking for like a disco area. There. All the light switches, except don't even think I have lights in any of the rooms yet. So that doesn't really make any sense. Yes, we were checking this because we wanted it to be a dark wood, but the woods weren't really quite what we wanted, so we eventually land on one that's good enough. Yeah, then the table in the kitchen, we wanted like a modern table, so a nice white marble sort of thing. I eventually changed the chairs because they've got wood. I eventually changed those because I think I changed those because they don't look super nice. Here I'm planning out the living room because I want like massive couches on each side with a big fireplace and TV there. I end up I don't think putting a fireplace here because it didn't really quite fit. There I'm just measuring out all the couches. Annoyingly, there was only one type of couch like that, so it was a bit awkward putting them where they were because they didn't really fit. Here I'm just having a break, it looks like. The floor was difficult because the patterns and then the colours just really made it quite difficult because there was quite a few wooden floors. End up finishing on one and actually put those 2 spare bedrooms in wood floors. Because it's quite a nice floor to put wood. Same as my bedroom, but that one's a lighter one, so it's a bit different. This 4th room obviously didn't have a bathroom, so I couldn't really make it like an adult bedroom. So I end up making a kid's bedroom, which works out perfectly. 4 bunk beds, 2 bunk beds, 4 beds. We end up just changing that, seeing like the other beds, but no, I like the bunk beds, so we keep with those. Trying to put all like work on it and stuff to simulate kids being there, but obviously that was just for show. More decorations, going around checking that I've put everything in each bathroom, in each room, anything that's needed, bins, stuff like that. Checking this again, all the decorations you see there, all those plants, those are all placed. Checking that actually works, because there's obviously going to be a ceiling there, we haven't got that yet, so we were just checking that would work to get into bed, which it was fine. Yeah, just having a bit of fun, making sure, going in all the beds, checking all the sizes fit. Then I leave game, come back the next day, and I start off with the dining room. Changing the colour of the fireplace. Yeah, so I had a look at it, wanted to make it a bit of a brighter, darker, can't remember what I was thinking, but yeah, I end up changing it like that, and I'm pretty sure the bricks possibly even stayed the same, just because they were actually fine how they were. Maybe it made it nice marble. Come round, bit finer detail, just checking each tiny little item, making sure it's all in a nice, good spot. I wanted this bedroom to have a bed, an end bed table. And then I end up doing a bedside table just because none of the tables worked in any way to what I wanted. So yeah, I ended up just putting a big side table. Missed one light switch, which put there. Wanted to put a fireplace here, but then obviously the TV couldn't go on it, and then obviously I remember the perfect place to put it, right at the in the middle of the room. So yeah, I put it there, so I've got 2 nice fireplaces in that room with the TV. Did not quite what I wanted, but okay. Go on to the public bathroom now, which I wanted to make a really, really nice, same as the master bedroom bathroom. This one's even nicer with 2 massive mirrors. The windows, they were just a huge problem, because I had no clue what I wanted, but I sort of knew what I wanted, but I could never I just couldn't figure out what was going to work. So I go for those 2 big windows. What I really liked was the window, next to the shower, although that's a bit weird. I really did like that. So yeah, then I tried 4 of those, but I feel like it's a bit much. So I think I ended up doing just 2 on each side, and then that in the middle, yeah, like that. And I sort of like that, because I didn't want, obviously, too many windows, because that'd be ridiculous. You wouldn't have massive windows in a bathroom. Here I'm just trying to figure out that weird fireplace. Going through the decorations again. I figure I remember the table. I must put a chair here. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I think I'm going around changing the colour of things, because I don't actually like the colour of things. They're not quite... that took just ridiculous time, because it was completely awkward in how they made it, and like what colours changed. Put a bin there, that was missing a bin. Put in there, that was missing a bin. Here this was a problem. So I changed all the floors, because that's sort of what I wanted. I wanted them to be separate floors. Because I wanted the outside door to sort of be like something which you'd wipe your feet on or something. I ended up scrapping that whole idea and doing the whole thing wood, because it just didn't really work like there. So that could have been one floor, but it's two floors. I wanted that carpet or something like that, but I ended up doing wood, so I scrapped the whole thing, as you see there, and do that kitchen and the rest of it. The rest, so yeah, all of that wood, and then that rest of the area, kitchen area, that I wanted carpet because it's a bit softer, obviously, outside the rooms. The colour was a bit weird because I wanted like a creamy colour. So all of these were a bit too bright. I ended up with that like a yellowy colour, which I like, which does work. Then I wanted to put carpet in some of the rooms because I thought there was a bit too much wood. So I shoved carpet in that room. That's fine. Light switches, I need to shove light switches everywhere. Make sure there was a way to turn on or off the light in that room everywhere. These boxes which turn off all the electricity I really like. So one in each garage and then one behind the door. I end up scrapping the one behind the door because people keep on touching it and then turning everything off and on and off and on. So I end up scrapping that and only have the ones in the garage, which nobody can get to. Here I'm leaving that small gap, which I end up just doing concrete for the fireplace, which is quite a popular thing. So, as I put it, stones or something like that. Can't remember what I end up doing. Yeah, I did like the idea of like red bricks, but I end up not doing that and I just leave it concrete, it looks like. I put it back to the wood floor that it was. Oh, I go back to it, so I do change it. Can't remember what I change it to though. I did like the idea of bricks, I really did. That I wanted to keep the floor. I do change it, but I did like it would. That I wanted it to be carpet. So I did want that to be like two separate rooms, but I wanted that to be like a games room, but there wasn't anything that I could put in there. I see that pattern, that marbly pattern, which I eventually put outside for the door because I really like that. Changed colour of that, so it was, really small bricks. I thought that worked really well with that type of fireplace. Going back to the table here, I didn't like the chairs, the wood. I really didn't like that, so I ended up putting them all white, apparently. I don't remember doing that. Black underneath. Yes, there's quite a lot of marble in this house. I don't know if I like that, but that's sort of the only thing that works. I guess I just put this black for the chairs, so a nice classic black and white, quite modern. It works. Change the material of that, colour of that, as I go around the whole house, checking everything. There's quite a lot of items to obviously check, make sure there's all the colours correct. Here I shoot to the outside because it is a bit plain on the outside. Obviously, I do want bricks on the outside, but to obviously check what it looks like, I have to do the whole house. But yeah, I do one, didn't like that. I check a second one, and I think this is the one that I like. Yeah, so there you go. So I like it. So I shoved the whole house in that colour. There was a slight problem which I thought I didn't click, and yeah, I was right. I messed it up a bit, so I had to go back. Here, I think I changed it to a nice, a really, like an actual pattern. There it is. So yeah, I really like that pattern. Oh no, it was that one. Yeah, it was that one. I really like that pattern. for like a quite a marbly stone type of look to it. I ended up just putting the walls brick down. I wanted like something a bit different, but nothing really worked. The windows were a bit tricky because you could change multiple things about them, like the colour, but both sides of them changed, where I wanted one side to be a different colour than the colour on the inside, but I couldn't do that, so that was a bit annoying. Here I changed the windows differently, I think, but I think I ended up doing the same colour possibly, just because they didn't really work. The doors were a bit of a problem, because they're modern doors in a brick house, which don't really work. So I just changed the windows to the same colour, because it didn't really make any sense. Changed the garage doors to grey, but I ended up actually changing that, because there is a better colour which somebody finds, which I prefer better. Here we go, so now what are we doing here? We are looking at trees. Oh, okay, so yeah, so I shoot outside, because I get the gardening level finally, so now most of the trees are unlocked. Now it's just that's just trial and elimination for which one I like. So I have to look at which one I like. Here, just realise I don't have the lights for the corner. Oh, I see that I've actually just forgotten the trees, completely thrown them out the window, so, because I guess they just didn't work. Now I go on to the lights. The lights were really expensive to do, but I do eventually so I've cut to doing quite a lot of the lights, which took a whole time just to do. Here I'm fixing the whole kitchen, I'm making it nice and modern. I had to have a lot of money for this, because both of those cost 5,000 each, or like 8,000 each, can't remember. I had an idea of what I wanted. So yeah, I really like that, like a big thing over the stove. I ended up not being able to do that because it's just doesn't fit. I wanted every single item in the appliances, so I just shoved them all down, deep fat fryer there, just in the middle of the room, because I want it, but I don't know where I was going to put it. Here I'm deleting all the flowers because I don't need them anymore, and then I go back to the trees. I end up doing half-half just to see which one I like better, and I actually like, that one, not the smooth one, just because they have a bigger surface area, so they take a bit more space, so they look a tiny bit better than just the smooth ones. I see the fountains in the build, and I tried to put them in the house, and there's a perfect gap for those two small ones there, so I shoved them both there. I really like the fountain feel, so I've got a lot of fountains. I shoved 2 fountains in the front now. I put loads of lights in the house, except there's still not enough. I end up going round again with even more lights, or changing them, because I've put chandeliers in the kitchen, but I end up not liking that, and I just put small lights in there at the end. Here I want plants at the front of the entrance, so I tried to put all these here, but what I wanted to sort of plant them and then never touch them again, that I end up not being able to do, because you have to constantly water them, so I end up scrapping that idea. I tried something else, didn't work either, so I've just left that for now. I wanted a over the top counter, one that I could put a fridge in, which was that one, so yeah, I put the fridge in there. There I put the plates. There I put the plates. I get another sink, so yeah, I'm shoving everything, seeing where everything goes, shoving it all there. I realised that I actually like that industrial sink, so I delete the other sink and put the industrial sink replacing it, but I don't actually like that, so I put it on the other side, and I realised I can have an industrial sink for washing the dishes, and then another sink, the normal one there, just for getting water. So 2 different sinks. A really ridiculous build for the kitchen here, with like double everything that you need. I go around making sure, going around really really fine, make sure everything's in the exact spot I want, taking up like no space at all, as least space as possible. I eventually go around doing the colour of each one, but that just takes so long. I finish off the cabinets. Yeah, I really like this idea. I was moving everything around because it didn't really work, but yeah, I eventually find what I want, and that is, I wanted two big ones on next to the fridge, next to the microwave. I ended up doing that at the end. That's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.